same mistake twice. God isn't with you inside of this den of
Oh my goodness.
This place is only a game, but Tommy, you can't win. And they don't care about you.
Hey, how we doing?
And they don't care about you. They don't care about you. Makes me sad to see you like this. You used to be so strong and true. You're on the road to end up like me. Tommy, I used to be just like you. If I have to hurt you to save your life, then I won't hesitate to be kind. I will tear out with my bare hands the illusion of love that has made you blind. 'Cause it isn't worth
One of the best promos of all time.
chance your name. And if I let you go under, I have only myself to blame.
Oh yeah, boy. I'm hyped. I'm ready to rock and roll. Monday, yeah. Yeah, obviously the big story here is, well, the walkout, but there's plenty of plenty of other little things to discuss on the show as well. Ah. Who's this we? Johnny's fucking sound has gone up. Well, welcome to the LT Dangerous
Okay,
Powwow.
so it'd probably be a good idea if I actually had my mic on. Fucking already awesome! Woo! Yes! Already abysmal. What a big piece of shit.
Have you guys been able to hear Johnny at all?
I don't think that. I think that because I was like, why is someone saying like, why is LT hosting this? I'm like, what?
You. Well, we're off to a traditional New Legacy start.
Exactly.
Oh
So anyway, let's do the intro again. But I'm sure you heard the song.
Cut back to the top of the script.
Back to the beginning. No, really though, that song that you heard just then was by Shining Wizardo, and you can find that out at the link I put in the chat. And make sure that you have your mic. Make sure you have your headset on when you hear that, opposed to what I do, as to have it not on. But yeah, this is Clobberin Time, a weekly bullshitting thing with New Legacy. We don't want to be reviewers. We're not into that. We just want to be bullshitting with you guys about pro wrestling, because that's our interest. We like wrestling. If you haven't realized by now, we like wrestling. But yeah,
Hey, Johnny.
what's that?
What do we like?
Wrestling, I think.
Oh.
And we might like wrestling. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I like.
Yeah,
wrestling.
it's gonna be a week in bullshit. We're gonna go from Raw to,
Whatever.
NXT to FCW to the Indies, and everything in between. Yes, sports entertaining, as Osaka Destroyer puts it. But yeah, let's talk about Raw. Interesting episode this week. Very very different. The ending of the Raw was pretty cool, and obviously that's a thing that most people are interested in, the ending. But there's little things.
Plenty of lots of cool stuff we made notes on.
Yeah,
Ready
there's
to-
we're gonna go through things that we felt were important to bring up, and so starting as we started to discuss, the first thing we're gonna bring up is what the fuck is up with Drew McIntyre. Now I know New Legacy fans, you'll know that if you've been
Shit
to our
on
streams
him
enough,
constantly.
exactly we shit on him constantly, all the time. And I know LT obviously, and I know Slip now that he's here, he's gonna shit on me because of this. But we kind of do put on more than we actually hate him, just because it's fun, just because it's funny that way. But like, there's obviously like something there that he could end up being awesome, But
there's someone I
Untapped
hate much
potential.
more.
who's that?
We'll get to him in a minute.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay, now I know. So yeah, Drew McIntyre, like, he went from being, the chosen one, Vince's boy, and now he's like, on Raw, he doesn't even get an entrance, and he gets beat by Orton, which isn't anything new there. But then he gets RKO'd after the match. Like, is there some like underlying thing that he like fucked Stephanie or something?
It boggles my mind that somebody who is so obviously earmarked as a big superstar on SmackDown was moved to Raw for who knows what reason, and has done absolutely nothing since he's been there except be a jobber on Superstars and now a jobber to the stars on Raw.
Exactly, and it's weird because like, I don't know if there's anyone in the chat that likes Drew McIntyre, and if you do, let us know why. Because I'm interested, because I'm not a Drew McIntyre fan, but I would like to know like what other people see. I can see that he could be like, a top guy, maybe not top, but like he has something there.
He's definitely got the makings of a solid mid carder, if nothing more.
Yeah.
And maybe he does have something more, but we need to see that thing, and we're not seeing that in WWE right now.
Exactly. Like and as someone said, who said this? Candy Addiction said he's got potential, and that's exactly what I was meaning. Like he's got potential, but I just don't.
Sorry, Cam.
No, go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say. I don't like Drew McIntyre, but I get the feeling I probably would if they turned him face and pushed him a little bit.
No, and I kind of think the same way, and I know it's cliched, but I guess it's a reverse because usually people are saying to turn heel, and then usually not said to turn face. I haven't seen him as a face. I don't know how he would really be as a face, but anything than what he's doing now, I don't like.
Mind if I get one in?
Yeah, go for it.
To me, and this is kind of. It's kind of hard to say this because he wasn't there and anything, but this is the perfect example for why back when ECW existed for WWE, it would have been a perfect show for him.
Oh, yeah.
Because he needs to develop mic skill. That's the one thing he doesn't have, because we make fun of his promos endlessly.
Kelly!
Kelly! I've changed my way! Ted along!
And while everyone hated it, it was a great show for that exact thing.
I fucking love ECW.
Sheamus, Swagger, even Ryder now getting a bit of a push.
Like Zeke kind of got put over as a monster.
Yes, the last champion.
Right, exactly. And
But I mean, not to derail the McIntyre thing,
Let's
but
go for it.
A developmental show would have been, kind of a third brand show would have been perfect for someone like McIntyre. And so that way he can keep his push going.
Exactly, and with Superstars and NXT, you think there would be a platform there to do something like that, but they've kind of turned those shows into just nothing shows. There's things that goes on, but it's not anything that anyone feels the need to tune in to listen to. Mm-hmm. Or listen to, watch.
I was thinking the other day, it boggles my mind that ECW was cancelled to make way for NXT, a show that has, with each season, gotten successively worse as the writers care less about it.
Exactly. I don't understand that. You would think...
I watched an episode of NXT, and the main event was William Regal and Matt Striker against JTG and Darren Young.
I saw that show. I actually did see that show. Because the spot I remember is they did they held JTG by his arms and drove him into Darren Young's dick, and that's the main part I remember that match. And so it's kind of. I mean, guys like Drew McIntyre, if they're awesome, fuck, dude, I have no problem with it. Go for it. More better wrestlers and more, people to put at the top, cool. But he seems like he's just floundering, and there's nothing to go with there.
And I think the fact that everyone couldn't take him seriously because his finisher, just when he began the DDT, that DDT'd him on himself.
Mm-hmm.
That still pisses me off even to this day.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's.
And I'm genuinely, I'm not joking. That actually makes me angry to watch.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same with our favorite move, the overdrive.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it hurts. So why?
It looks like it should hurt McIntyre more than it hurts the guy who's doing it to.
Exactly.
Because, if I did that, I'd be like, fuck, my ribs, that hurts. Why would I do that?
Why did I do this? This was silly.
Just my last thing on McIntyre, and I'll let you guys take over for the rest of the conversation if you not want to switch topics.
Yeah, we're about to switch. So
turn him face, make Roddy Piper his manager, make him a Scottish, 2K11 Scotsman.
That'd be awesome.
I think that'd be great for the character. That'd get people into him because they can associate with Roddy Piper.
Yeah. Actually,
fuck it. That's what I think they should do with McIntyre, and that's my thing.
Take McIntyre out of the part and just bring back Roddy Piper.
Okay.
So
And
okay.
if anybody thinks that wouldn't work, look at Sheamus. He's doing alright as a face.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
great.
All right, so on to our next favorite wrestler.
Here's the one I was talking about.
Yeah, John Morrison. John Morrison. It was his birthday on Monday, and he got fucking murdered by Mark Henry, which was fun to watch. But that's another guy who seemed like he was, destined to get moved up the ladder, and it just fell. Do you think it's because of a backstage thing with that whole Trish thing? Or you think that's bullshit, or you think they can't buy into him?
Association with Melina.
Yeah, that's probably a big part of it too.
That.
Now,
Since the day they both came into the company and were associated with one another, he has always had a stigma of being Melina's boyfriend, and it's always worked against him.
as Illumined one, God, that's fucking hard to say, said, I like his flippy shit. I'm a big fan of flippy shit, but that's all he has. Like, it doesn't
The
seem
thing
like...
with Morrison's flippy shit is he almost completely and utterly lacks any kind of ring psychology. It's flippy shit for the sake of flippy shit.
I will say
shit.
though, at Elimination Chamber, when he fucking was selling his leg that whole time, I thought it was awesome. I was like, wow, I think he's fucking hurt.
It's really weird because like Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber, he had 2 consecutive awesome appearances on pay-per-view, and he made me give a shit, and he just hasn't done anything since then that makes me care about him.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, you would think that they would capitalize on that, because it seems like people want to like him. Like,
I mean, the parkour gimmick, there's so much stuff he could be doing with that. But no, it's just your standard middleweight American wrestling flips. No real parkour stuff, except when like maybe they'll go for he'll be against a big opponent and they'll go for a Beal and he'll flip onto his feet. That's about the only real parkour sort of move he does.
Yeah, and people are pointing out about his mic stuff, and it's weird because I was like this week, I believe, I went back and watched a video like of some of his stuff when he was in ECW and just turned John Morrison, and that stuff was like, it was really cool. Like, and I know it's the cliche, oh, turn him heel and he'd be better, but like, I don't know what else he could do, because right now he's not interesting at all. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But now, before we continue to talk about him, I need to fucking talk about this. I saw someone mention it in the chat, and I'm so angry about this. All right, guys, if you're not looking at the screen, take a look at this. This is the worst.
It's like nothing on this is good.
I have
not one single part.
I have absolutely no idea what the fuck this is supposed to mean at all.
So many things I hate about this.
For one, what the fuck does "we're gonna eat your lunch" mean? What does it mean?
Fucking that doesn't make any sense. He's got the fucking Lego man on the back.
That's a whole nother thing.
What are the monkeys? What are they?
Someone Illumined one said it has to be a rib, and I kind of feel like it is. Like, it's either just Morrison's really stupid, or or someone's fucking with him big time. But because like this is
There's
bad.
no way they made this and thought, yeah, this shirt's gonna sell. Nobody's gonna buy this.
Like, I don't even get it. Like, I mean, Jomo Sapien, sure. Just out of the sake of trying to give him some rope, sure, that's a fine name to call your fans. But is he saying that all of us just go and eat lunch all the time? Like, what does it mean? Like,
I don't get the connection.
I don't get it at all. It's
there's no part of this that makes sense. Throughout the wrestling boards I frequent, throughout conversations with people who watch wrestling, throughout Twitter, Facebook, I have yet to see one person who gets what this actually means.
Exactly. It just looks silly.
And when they had the videos on WWE.com of everyone explaining they were walking out and giving their reasons why, he stood there wearing it perfectly serious, straight face, as if it's like the greatest shirt ever, like fucking Morrison 316.
Like, I don't take him as serious.
Is that your lunch?
Like, I don't take him serious as it is. So like, this isn't gonna help.
Yeah,
It's just
Who's we anyway? Who's this we he's talking
I know.
to? He's got a turd in his pocket?
I'm assuming it's the Jomo sapiens, but Jesus.
I assume
Christ.
it's the monkeys.
I know, like, I don't know, man. It's,
I think when you reach the point that even Zack Ryder is making fun of you on True Long Island Story like he did this week.
exactly.
Jeez.
I don't know, man. It's just Morrison. I would love for Morrison to get his shit together because he seems like he's another guy that seems like he has potential. It just he's just there.
There's something about John Morrison that deep down in my core, as much as you guys know, I joke constantly about hating the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
There's something there I want to like, but I don't know what it is, and I wish he'd find it and capitalize on it.
Exactly. Now, in the same realm of that match, Mark Henry is fucking awesome.
So great.
I love
God
that.
Damn.
It's incredible what a couple months do. Like same with Truth, like how someone can flip like that, and he's just like your favorite thing in the company. I love like everything Mark Henry's doing. He's intimidating. He's a monster. He's fucking. It's like everything a big bad guy champion should be.
We're gonna get onto this.
Good.
No, go ahead, sir.
I said we're gonna cover more of this later on, and whenever we get to the TNA portion about another guy who flipped and is now fucking amazing. But I agree because it's someone that's been around for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, you know who he is, and you can honestly believe the thing that's going on with him because you've seen it done before.
It's surprising that they took this long to do it.
That's what I was about to say. I don't get it because like Henry's taken 15 years to get to the top. Now, bear in mind when they first signed him, they thought he was going to be like the guy. They thought he was going to be the #1 draw in the company.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mentioned in one of Foley's books. They actually, back when Austin was like nobody, they had no merch ideas or plans for Austin, and they were like planning so many Mark Henry shirts and stuff, and like nothing came of that because it's fucking Mark Henry, and like they didn't push him right.
So,
but over the course of the last 15 years, he's just been the guy who. He'd got like an annual push, and then they'd forget about him, and then they'd give him another push and forget about it.
Right, exactly.
And finally, they stuck with it.
It's like Kane and Big Show.
Yeah.
It's like they get a yearly push, and then it's like, okay, now what?
But they stuck with it this time, and it's just been so awesome. Smackdown.
It's fucking great. The JGC says Mark Henry is the best he's been since he WWE ECW champion. I've fucking loved Mark Henry in ECW.
Bring back Tony Atlas.
Tony Atlas was fucking awesome. But yeah, like I thought that Mark Henry as ECW champ was really awesome. And then like when he got drafted to Raw that one time, and like it was Orton's mystery opponent, and he come out, he got a huge like fucking pop, and everyone's like, yeah, Mark Henry's gonna fucking kill this guy. And then the week after, like nothing. They dropped
That's
it.
right. That's what I didn't get, because like that to me seems like the biggest missed opportunity with Mark Henry. If you remember, there was 3 guys in that match removed from ECW. There was Henry, Bourne, and Swagger.
Yeah.
All 3 of them should have got a huge push off of that match. Not one of them did.
It's weird, like how stuff seems to get drop so easily when they have like the balls in their hand and then they just throw it away. I'm glad they capitalized on them now and like having that shit go on, but it's just. I mean, I guess better late than never, Speaking of Mark Henry, they had a little thing with him and Great Khali going, and by the looks of it, he's gone. Great Khali is fired.
Yeah, there's a report that Great Khali is done with WWE. Hopefully, it's right.
Yeah, like oh god, I understand the gimmick behind having this huge fucking dude, but it gets really old, like.
Because Great Khali has never shown any kind of improvement.
Exactly. He's always been the shitty Great Khali. Like, like it doesn't make sense to me. It's like why I mean I think he's going back to like India to do movies or something like that. And we got a question from DXander. What do you think of the feud between the two Sin Cars? We'll get into that when we talk about SmackDown. I guess since we're talking about Khali, we can talk about Jinder Mahal and skip over a little bit. I know you wanted to talk about that specifically. On Monday, Santino returned, which is fucking cool as hell.
Yeah,
I like that.
which is that's kind of surprised me because I don't seem to remember you being very high on Santino.
I wasn't, but I kind of missed him. In all honesty,
yeah, I know
did
what you
miss
mean.
him.
Well, that little interaction he had with Jinder Mahal, I was like, that's really fucking racist.
I know, it was fucking funny as hell, though.
I'm speaking.
Speaking of Santino, was he, like, on the juice or something? Because, like, it didn't seem like he could fit into that singlet.
Right, does he?
He looked really small.
I think he's had a new singlet as well. Like, it looks a different color and he looks a different shape, but he looks really fucking tiny.
Yeah, like, it's weird, like... I don't know, because with wellness policy, like, okay, he's not on anything, but it might be just a lost weight thing.
I guess, yeah, just inactivity.
Happens when you get in car accidents.
Well, yeah.
I just know. Whenever it comes to someone looking smaller in wrestling, I'm like, oh, steroids, obviously. But yeah, Jinder Mahal, he was undefeated for a good amount of time, wasn't he? Like,
pretty much, yeah, and he was beaten. Notable guys as well.
Yeah.
I mean, admittedly with the help of Carly, but that's, a win is a win. It still gets him over.
Right.
Or not, because it's Jinder Mahal, but...
Obviously it didn't, but, I get what you're saying.
But, like, now they're just jobbing him out, it seems.
I guess they... Well, Jinder Mahal was, like, 21-0. He beat a lot of people on SmackDown.
Because, like, I mean, just completely... I mean, we'll get more in depth on this when we get to SmackDown, but Zeke annihilated the fuck out of him.
Oh, yeah, like, and Santino, like, he lost to Santino, like...
So he lost to Santino in, like, 2 moves as well.
Yeah.
And the Cobra is not a serious move. So...
I may be wrong, but I'm almost positive he was 21-0. From the time he came in to
house shows.
I don't think so. That includes TV and pay-per-views.
Ah.
That could be wrong. It was a big number, I remember, because I was really like, wow, that's fucking... I can't believe that he's won that much.
I'm looking it up. I'll get some confirmation. Okay. Go ahead and keep talking.
But yeah, he just turned in, like, he's another... I mean, I guess this is talk about guys with missed potential, like, I'm not big on Jinder Mahal whatsoever.
No, me neither.
But,
I'm
like,
so unenthusiastic.
He seems like a guy that they wanted to, have up there.
The thing that got me as well, like, on commentary... I can't remember whether it was Cole or Lawler, seemed to suggest that Mahal wasn't so tough without the Great Khali with him.
Huh.
And it's like...
Yeah, just crush all the shit then, Jesus.
But why don't you just shit all over him like that?
Yeah, like, really. And I might be wrong about that number, or maybe I was thinking of somebody else, then mixed the two up. But I believe he had a winning streak. That was, he was undefeated for a while, and then I can't remember who beat him. Anyone remember who beat Jinder Mahal and ended his streak? If you know in the chat, let me know. It's weird how you think that they're gonna, like, have somebody ascend the ladder and then they just kind of fumble with it.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Mahal is. I don't. Sorry,
go ahead.
It was not 21.
What was it?
It was 5.
Really? Man,
that is a different number.
I'm retarded then. I swear, I'll fucking look. It was somebody that was 21-0 like earlier this year. Oh, he lost to Air Boom. Okay, there you go.
He also was in a battle.
Oh yeah, way off.
Mark Henry won.
Okay. I was close. Yeah, 5. Winning streak is a winning streak, regardless.
The thing with Mahal, I don't think calling him green is the right word because I don't think green is fair. Alex Riley's fucking green. Jinder Mahal's not, but Jinder needs to hone his skills a lot before he's really ready to be on TV. And I that's my honest opinion. I'm not nothing personal. It's just right now I'm not entertained by him in the ring. Certainly not by his character. Because how many times have we seen, even within the last 5 years, rich minority or rich dude in general?
Right.
I mean,
fucking Del Rio.
Same fucking gimmick, and Del Rio is so great.
Yeah, exactly. Like and maybe that's why they're trying to go a different direction. Like, is there any other way they could go with his character now? Like, besides, can you like
Bollywood star or something? Have him come out singing and dancing to the ring.
Like I'm trying to think. Like, is there any way like to make his gimmick enjoyable, like, and not as
current gimmick? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to like. I don't know.
I got it.
All right, go ahead.
Make him a monster, but then make him a ladies' man.
Oh, god damn it!
God damn it! Was that
Look at Jinder Mahal kissing this fat bitch. Takes a real ladies' man to kiss a fatty.
Also, Jinder Mahal is from Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he?
He's from Canada.
God damn it! Why isn't everyone in Canada is another fucking lives in another country in wrestling? Like fucking Vampiro, fucking Santino,
Santino,
Roddy Piper.
Piper, exactly.
Like, do Canadians hate being Canadian? Like,
I guess.
Like,
Sarita, that's a good one.
Bret Hart fucked it up for everybody.
Although Chris Jericho is from Winnipeg, you idiot.
Muhammad Hassan was
built from New York.
Yeah, see, Muhammad Hassan was Italian. Like, it's
Oh,
weird.
yeah. Weird.
Rosita. Oh well. Not everyone, but you know, you get the idea. But speaking of Rosita, I guess going along with women's wrestling, what the I was really into the Divas of Doom thing. I think we all were.
For like 2 weeks, yeah. And then it showed itself for what it was.
Not only that, but
angle.
Like, it's the same match every week. I mean, I know the roster is kind of thin for Divas, but like
it's not as thin as they're making it.
No,
though.
exactly.
It's like we don't have to see some combination of, on one side of the ring, Beth and Natalya, and on the other side of the ring, Eve and Kelly. We don't have to see a combination of that every fucking week. It's so dull.
The thing that Beth and Natalya have been doing with like screaming at them with that wacky like rape submission they have, like I was kind of like, oh, that's kind of weird, but I guess I'll come along to like it. It's different, I guess. But the Divas of Doom thing kind of went in a different direction than I thought. I thought they were gonna, you know, like just fucking kill everybody, and then Kelly.
The thing is, like, the scripting on it's been kind of shitty as well, because like the whole thing's like, oh, we're sick of these bleach blonde bimbos who dress like sluts. It's like, what are you dressed as, and what color is your hair? You look like a fucking waitress, Beth. Come on, step your game up.
And that sucks because I'm a big fan of Beth. I
love her,
I enjoy everything Beth, you know, but it gets to the point.
You enjoy specifically the CM Punk inside of her part of Beth.
That's LT, my friend. That's not me.
Benoit versus Guerrero says, "I want more AJ." That's not funny. We don't fucking joke about
no,
that.
You don't.
No.
Fucking joke about AJ.
You don't say good things about AJ in here.
You are this.
I told Johnny earlier. I hope I hate AJ's face.
He did.
Like her entire face.
He said her face I hate. He said I hate her face.
Not just the person, her face. If I see any bit of her face, I will punch it. Fucking
Iron Fury and Zip-Hag, you fucking motherfuckers. They said, is it a gimmick? Ah, you bastards. But anyway, I'm not getting into that. So
I think that did come from her, though. I think it does need mentioning. Okay. In Kelly's own words,
yeah, that sums it up.
Can I quote you on that?
That sums it up.
Now, is that wah or wah?
Is it? Braylon says, "Is it true that Ashley Massaro is coming back to WWE?" I didn't hear that, and I hope it's not true.
No, absolutely not.
I'll be very upset.
They would not bring anyone like that back, especially in this PG era.
I seriously hope not. Considering the reason she was let go, or let go so easily at the very least, there's no way, I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's hope not.
Bear in mind...
Hold on one second. HTL says she's wrestling again, but not with WWE. I'm guessing she's doing it. Well, then fucking...
Gotta bear in mind, the only reason we have Caitlyn is because they canned somebody for the exact reason they canned Ashley Massaro. She ain't coming back to WWE.
Ah, well, thank God for that, because I love Caitlyn.
Well, I do like Caitlyn's big old Chun-Li thighs. But I do just wish she'd just shut the fucking mouth and stand around looking pretty, because goddamn, I fucking hate her sometimes.
So moving on, I guess the main event, pretty much, was this big fucking tag match.
Just 7 million tag match.
It
was a Cybernetica.
It seemed like it. And I guess I was expecting to not like it, but I enjoyed it. They gave it a good amount of time, and it went pretty well. I mean, you know, everyone got their shit in and stuff, and
it had all the ingredients of being a clusterfuck.
Exactly.
was not.
And I'm a big whore for finisher spots, and that's what they ended with. So I was like, I was like, yeah, it's fucking awesome. The one thing about this tag match stuff, and I guess I don't know if this is nitpicky or just me being into stories in wrestling, but I am so tired of seeing Cena and Punk team up. It really doesn't make sense to me. I understand if he has to do it, say, okay, whatever, I'll do it. But when it's getting to the point where they're happy with each other. I mean, I know it can be feuds can be ended easily, but Punk's whole thing was about Cena. Cena was bad. He didn't hate him, but Cena is the bad thing and the big shitty mark.
It's what he represents, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. The big shitty mark in
that
WWE.
Sort of booking has been a bit of a bugbear of mine recently.
Yeah.
We've seen in recent weeks Wade Barrett and David Otunga on the same side. Now, bear in mind, yeah, fair enough. A lot of time has passed since the Nexus, but they had a falling out.
Right.
And Otunga and Barrett never got along in the Nexus. That was kind of one of the underlying stories.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
why the fuck would they team up? The one that pissed me off the most, though, and this is going back some months, this is back when Nexus and Core were still active, fucking Punk and Barrett on the same goddamn team.
Ah, I know, and it was almost right after it happened.
Yes, that made me so fucking mad.
As Burn Gun pointed out, it's the same reason Orton and Sheamus teamed up on SmackDown, a lack of continuity, and that's a good point there. Fucking,
it's only a few months back even that those two were at one another's necks.
Yeah, Homer says the 3-month rule.
It just comes out that if you're on the same alliance as in face and heel,
right,
then it doesn't matter what happened in the past because it's just understood that you have the same morals and values,
right,
or lack of, and you can agree on that.
Exactly.
It's lazy. And kids notice, it's not just us being stupid, smart wrestling fans. Kids notice these things.
It's not
Don't
hard
insult
to
the intelligence of your viewers.
It's not hard to notice that kind of thing, and the CM Punk thing was huge, and now he's teaming with them. It's weird. So awesome match though. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And then the big thing of Raw, the big walkout, the no confidence walkout. Really, I liked it. I've seen a lot of people not into it. They don't like how it went, but I dug it. What about you guys?
Slip, you want to go first?
Sure. I kind of liked it, but I had a problem.
What's that?
And, well, it's been, quote-unquote reported, and by that I mean people who are in it, have been in character tweeting about there's going to be a rally in the parking lot outside Raw next week. But how do you write your way out of this? You've made it to a point where they won't work under these conditions, and the only way out of it is to completely, erase the last 2 months and make it completely null and void.
Yeah, exactly.
In all essence.
Yeah,
I think the only way they are going to be able to wrap it up is by... I think they're going to have to rush the storyline to its resolution quite quickly with Triple H finding out who has been undermining him. Is it Laurinaitis? Is it not? They're going to have to just give us the answer right away, otherwise it's going to get dragged out and it's not going to work for as long as it takes.
Well, how many of you think... I'm sorry to interrupt. How many of you think that it's going to... This is just my thoughts.
Yeah.
It's going to end with the anonymous GM, because that's been kind of forgotten.
Right.
This is
here's two questions for you. Here's two questions for you guys. Who do you think is undermining Triple H? I feel like Laurinaitis might be too obvious, but maybe that's where they're going.
It's too obvious, isn't it?
And who do you think will be the anonymous GM?
I have a very off the radar one for the GM, but go ahead.
Okay, I'll just say that I think that Stephanie is going to be the one that ends up undermining Triple H, and in a jealousy kind of way, like, oh well, this is my father's company and you got it, well fuck you, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the GM, I don't know, like I want to believe it's Mick Foley, but I know he's fucking with everybody. I want to believe, man, I really do, but I don't know, man. It's either, or maybe Stephanie will be both, undermining and the GM.
Could be. That would probably explain why the GM preferred to keep their identity a secret, because it would make sense that the fans they are now trying to appeal to in this storyline would instantly hate Stephanie.
Yeah, Burn Gun says, why would Stephanie be banned? She would be the wife of the COO. I kind of feel it, because Stephanie throughout the years has been this, this big bitch, and she, even during the McMahon-Helmsley era, like, I just feel like it'd be done in a way where she feels like it should be hers and not Triple H's. Like, she should be the name at the top and not, like, sharing it with Triple H. I mean, I'm sure she would and all, but even in storyline-wise, are they... Because they divorced in storyline, didn't they?
No, they've announced their marriage.
Did they?
Storyline.
Okay, yeah.
With the Randy Orton angle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really
that's right.
weird.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. I forgot about that.
But
I just feel like it'd be her being more jealous than and trying to get her way into.
I have an interesting one.
Okay, go ahead.
And it's probably going to end up being really, really wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of just have a feeling because of what's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Vengeance.
Yeah.
Where's it at?
I don't fucking know.
San Antonio, Texas.
Oh.
Shawn Michaels.
That could
I didn't
work.
even think of that. Huh.
Vengeance.
Yeah.
It's in San Antonio.
Yeah, that
could work.
I didn't even think of that.
And that could be the reveal, like end of show. Michaels hits.
Do you think he'll be the anonymous GM, or do you think he's the one that's pulling the strings with the Triple H shit?
I don't think he's been pulling the strings. That'd be way too out of left field.
Mm-hmm. But you think he could be the GM?
I think he's the GM.
That's
Interesting theory.
It kind of
makes sense in a way.
This is just theory. Like we don't know for sure. This is just what we are.
Yeah, this isn't dirt sheets.
No, we're not. We don't want to be. Yeah,
this is just us, debating an angle.
Yeah.
What
Another
could
thought
happen
is it could be our truth. He's been complaining about the conspiracy, and he could have been the conspiracy all along.
That'd be fucking.
My answers to the
nuts.
questions. My answers to the questions: who's undermining Triple H? I don't want it to be Laurinaitis. It's bound to be.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. Other than that, Stephanie would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Vince would be shitty and stupid because then it'd be status quo. As for who the GM is, honestly, it's gone on that long. I just don't know anymore.
Yeah,
it's tricky for me to say. I like you guys' ideas though. Oh wow, my brain just died on me.
I just think the fact that they
reboot.
brought back Vengeance.
Yeah, that's cool. I like
San
that.
Antonio.
I like that. Yeah,
it just kind of makes sense.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And the saddest part of the whole walkout thing, man. Fucking JR. Oh my god, man. Exactly. In our notes, I have JR is sad Hulk theme. Like, it's just depressing what happened there.
It was honestly difficult to watch that part. It didn't just make you feel sad for Triple H.
Yeah.
It made you feel bad for Triple H.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It honestly, it made you feel embarrassed for Triple H as well.
Because it's JR, man. Like, it's just how the crowd flips so quick is the part that got me. It's like you could hear the crowd getting louder and louder cheering for JR because they felt like he's staying, and then he stands up and just fucking sadly shakes his head, and it's like, oh no, you son of a bitch, JR. Why?
It was a little bit heartbreaking.
Yeah.
I got breaking news, guys.
Breaking news.
I have next week's Raw's card in front of me.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Okay.
It's Triple H against Triple H.
Really?
That's followed by a Triple H promo. Then Triple H against Triple H, managed by Triple H.
Oh.
And the main event is Triple H versus Triple H in a 2 out of 3 H's match.
Dude, you're assuming that Triple H won't open the show and do a 2-hour Triple H promo.
Oh, fucking 2 out of 3 H's got me. 2 out of 3 H's is where
This match, yes.
I want to see that now. So after the whole thing went down, WWE.com had interviews with people that were walking out with Triple H, and I want to talk about that. If you guys haven't been checking out WWE.com lately, you really should. They have these backstage interviews, so fucking cool.
One in particular.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I know which one you're talking about. Cody Rhodes did a one after the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. Just fucking awesome. It's just the way they conduct it. It feels like real. It's cool.
If you ever want to hear someone make fun of China,
Exactly.
Who doesn't?
Oh, by the way, I wanted to bring this up. JR, I believe JR on Twitter said that he is going to be there on Raw, and that he feels like
it is in Oklahoma City this week.
Yeah,
so.
and he feels like he made the
pedigree. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he feels like he made the wrong decision. I believe he was saying something on the lines of that, and he's going to be there for Raw. So
we're bound to get Booker T as well, because
wait,
hold on. We'll get into that on SmackDown.
Yeah. Oh my God, we got to get to that. But yeah, WWE.com has been pumping out a lot of awesome stuff, man. So if you guys haven't already, WWE.com, check out the exclusive interviews they have on there. It's cool shit, man.
And I think a lot of it is, I get the feeling anyway, a lot of it's actually the doing of the superstars themselves, some of the things. Like the Wade Barrett interviews.
Oh my God. That's one specifically you guys need to find out. Find the Wade Barrett interview from there. It was from like maybe a month ago, maybe less than that. Oh, just fucking awesome.
So, do you guys want to choose a best person on Raw, or Raw superstar to watch, something like that?
With someone that we're enjoying?
To kind of close off the whole Raw since we finished the recap.
Someone on Raw that let's see, who have I
this week? Who's your favorite person? Who your favorite moment, or what? And
well,
honestly, I want everyone in the chat to do the same thing.
Yeah, guys,
I got Dolph, I got
Mark
Reese.
For me, for the past few weeks now, Dolph Ziggler's been my favorite dude on Raw.
That was
Ziggler
mine,
has been,
Dolph Ziggler.
Honestly, I can't deny. I mean, ignoring like the big guys that we love anyway, Cena, Punk. Yeah. Ziggler's the one to watch.
Yes,
Ziggler is the fucking man. And if you
guys watch Z True Long Island Story on Ryder's YouTube channel, you'll know what we're talking about here. If you don't, watch the last 2 episodes. Ziggler cut some fucking incredible promos on them. He's
just everything. He's awesome. He's awesome in the ring, dude. Like I can't remember last time I watched a bad Dolph Ziggler match. He's just really good. Like he's like Evan Bourne
against Kofi Kingston at Capital Punishment.
I think the finish to that was bad. I don't think the match itself was bad though. I think there's
a few wonky spots, but anyways.
But regardless, like I think Ziggler's fucking incredible, man. Like, and I'd be totally cool with he gets a push to the main event anytime soon. Did you have? I know you were saying you agreed, LT, but did you have someone else in mind?
Not particularly.
Okay.
Ziggler is. I mean, I'd also like to say, really, anyone who's associated with that particular group right now is the sort of group of heels who've led this real motion to kick Triple H out.
Yeah.
They're all pretty much guys to watch. I would kind of like to give a vote to Swagger, but Swagger needs to be doing something more, and that's through no fault of his own.
Exactly, and I'm a big fucking Swagger mark, but he's not the standout guy in that crew there.
All right, so I'd say that's sufficient Raw.
Yeah. So okay, we're gonna move on to NXT now. Now we'll be honest with you. Me and LT didn't watch it. On purpose, we didn't watch it because we didn't want to.
Because who the fuck wants to watch NXT?
Yeah, so as well as Superstars, and I do like Superstars, but we didn't catch it this week. But thankfully, our buddy Slip was put in charge of that. So
yes, I was.
Let us know what happened on NXT, Slip.
Well, actually, it was a monumental NXT.
What?
Really?
It was the biggest one. It's the biggest one of all 12 seasons.
Oh.
Because they started off with the first ever Piss in a Cup challenge.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
The loser, sadly, was Darren Young.
That will.
Yeah.
I would get. So that's why he got suspended. Okay, that makes sense.
It was not a good day for Mr. No Days, Mr. 30 Days Off.
Yeah. I can tell.
But the main event was incredible.
Really?
You guys have to go watch it.
Really?
It was a two-man over-the-top rope battle royal.
Two-man over-the-top rope battle
yes.
royal? Holy shit.
Zack Ryder and Goldust.
Whoa.
Yeah, and it was for all the titles.
What?
All the titles?
Every single title.
Is that to do with the
including
walkout?
TNA titles. It was ridiculous.
What the fuck? Did Triple H just strip everyone of the belts?
I think so.
Holy shit, so Zack Ryder has all the belts now.
And yes, Zack Ryder beat Goldust.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Well, damn it. Of course, the one episode I don't watch. Zack Ryder wins all the belts.
Yeah.
All right, well,
I feel as though I should have gone out of my way to watch it now.
I feel like I do too. All right, so I guess what happened on Superstars?
Well, after the momentum of Ryder, it was a 1 hour Z True Long Island story.
Really?
Just live on the show.
Wow.
However, at the end, he mentioned Gail Kim.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So, Triple H climbed out of the ring and pedigreed him, and he took all the belts.
Oh. So we'll never get to see Zack Ryder with all the belts on TV.
No, it's over.
Oh, damn it. Fucking Gail Kim fucking shit up for everyone again. What a surprise.
Stupid fucking whore.
Dumb bitch. What a surprise.
Yeah.
God damn.
Did anything...
I'm sad now.
I'm sad too. I'm sorry, guys. I don't even think I can bring myself to link you guys to go watch these episodes because it's just that's
the ending was just so depressing.
it's too much of a heartbreak. I can't do that to you guys. That's a shame.
Alright, he finally fucking smashes the glass ceiling and then that shit happens. God.
So Triple H pedigreed him and they just did he carry all the belts with him?
He ate them.
He ate them all and then just walked backstage.
Because apparently they were all made of chocolate.
Oh, okay.
That would make sense.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I've seen that. Alright, well, if we have to, I guess we'll go on to something else. Going off of shows for a minute, something happened on WWE.com. I know we were just talking about that, but something kind of interesting happened.
No, I don't think it was WWE.com.
Well, it's a site on WWE.com that happened.
Some of you guys in the chat room know what we're talking about before we even get there.
Some of you guys already know. So WWE took their live events website, WWELiveTour.com, offline Wednesday afternoon after nude images were published in the photo gallery. The website features a section where fans are allowed to upload photos. Nude pictures of former WWE divas Chyna and Tiffany were uploaded, which caused the website to be shut down. The image of Chyna was a graphic screen capture from her 2004 pornographic film, One Night in China. The website remains down as of this post. I don't know if it's up right now.
It is up now, yes.
Okay, well, there we go. It's up, so fuck me. So yeah, and I believe there was also a picture of The Miz saying, "I can fap to this." It's fucking hilarious. Kudos to whoever fucking did that. Just tremendous. Just tremendous. Like, you would think that they would, realize
moderate it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would think they would, have some kind of moderation where they have to approve the photos, but no, just throw them up there. It's fine. That's fucking great. So, that's pretty awesome. We already spoke about Darren Young being suspended. I don't know how many of you...
Actually, yeah, since we're kind of on the subject of women, there's some pretty good news in women's wrestling.
So anyway, yeah, about Darren Young. So Darren Young, as we were saying, was suspended today, or not today, a couple of days ago for wellness policy. I guess, roids, I would assume.
Maybe.
It's weird.
They're not obligated to tell us, are they? What drugs are found in their system? Is that true, or?
I don't know, man. I don't know if he did steroids or not. Like, I can't. It's funny because of the whole, Mr. No Days Off, and then he's just
forced to have 30 days off.
Exactly, like.
You know the really sad thing, though? He's going to come back a month later and NXT will still be going on!
I just want to touch on this real quick. I don't know how many of you guys are XPW fans or even know what XPW is. It's an independent promotion that died a while ago, but they tried to revive it a bunch of times. It's officially dead on thexpw.com. They do this huge post about it being dead and the history of it. And there's a new company called MEXPW. It's a good amount of the XPW talent that are on there. I'm not sure where that's really going to go.
It's going to go to Mexico.
yeah, probably.
It's MEXPW.
Yeah. I was an XPW fan. It was actually the first wrestling show I ever went to, funnily enough. It's probably not a good idea to go to an XPW show for your first wrestling show, but that's what I went to. No, MEXPW.
I got it.
Sorry. MEXPW.
This next piece of news is one that's got me really excited.
And that's why I included, because I know someone... I want to answer this real quick, because this is an interesting question. New Legacy, I have a question. This is by Chopper Dog. How the fuck is Sin Cara 280 pounds? Is he announced as 280 pounds?
I'll check.
That's insane. No way.
Maybe
280?
Maybe you heard it wrong, but there's no way he's 280.
280? God damn.
Oh, 208? That sounds a bit more.
It's a bit more like...
Yeah, like, seriously.
180.
180?
Yes.
Okay.
It's on the WWE website as 180.
It's fucking. Oh, is that the combined weights of the Sin Caras?
Actually, there is 2 Sin Cara profiles.
Yeah.
And Sin Cara.
Mm-hmm.
The second Sin Cara is 205.
Yeah. Said I thought he was 820 pounds. Me too. Yeah, Ray's build is 175. Get the fuck out of here. I would say yes, JGC, but it's nudity. If it's a nudity one, no, because that's kind of shit. That's not good for us. But back to what we were saying. I knew LT was gonna be happy with this, and I'm fucking really happy about this. WWE is planning to release a sequel to their WWE Encyclopedia book, which came out last year. I fucking love that book. Does anyone in the chat have it?
It's so great.
It's so great.
Genuinely, if you don't have it, if you are a wrestling fan, like of a reasonably serious kind of weight,
yeah,
just you owe it to yourself to buy it.
Oh,
it's
a good amount,
so full of information.
A good amount of people in the chat have it. And what do you guys think of it? I fucking love it. It's so like even just to have it is cool. But like going through the shit, there's really in depth about a lot of stuff.
The thing is that an updated edition is necessary. It does need. A lot of the entries do need updating to guys whose careers have finished, whose careers have gotten better even.
Right.
There are a lot more sort of big names in the business who've improved in the last year and a half.
Yeah, so...
I mean, to be honest, I'd actually be happy with just having a smaller version with updated entries.
Yeah, that's cool.
Rather than just a second printing. But I'm fine with either way, and I'll totally buy whatever they put out.
I'll buy as many WWE encyclopedias that come out, man. It's fucking...
I also think it's very worth pointing out it is the only WWE publication that gives any kind of mention to the history of Chris Benoit. The fact that they did that, I honestly think, in spite of what you think of Benoit, don't get me wrong, what he did was monstrous. I'm not defending it. I think it's the right thing to mention him in an encyclopedia of the company's entire history.
Exactly.
I think it's right, and I'm so glad they did.
Yeah.
Great book. Definitely buy it. If there's a sequel, I will be so buying the fuck out of that.
Yeah, like if you guys don't already have one, you should get it. But I don't know how long it'll take for this one to come out. But honestly, it's fucking totally a great idea to get it. It's a good thing to have. It's a fun thing to read too.
You can just flip to any page and look at anything, and you'll probably learn something or be entertained or both.
Exactly. Now I didn't even move on to the next piece of information. We're talking about the WWE Encyclopedia. You can find it on the WWE shop, www.shop.com. This next piece, I didn't even know this guy was still in charge, but I guess that's my own ignorance. I didn't really care enough. But this week, Vince Russo was removed as head of TNA's creative team, which I know a lot of people are probably happy about that. And I think in his place was what's his name?
Bruce Pritchard.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. That's interesting because Russo's been there for quite some time. He's been around, and
aside from a small period, he's been practically with TNA in his roles from basically from the start, hasn't he?
Now, Night Jumper says Vince Russo is still on the creative team. He's just okay. So he's just taken out of the top, but he's still
not the head writer.
Okay.
That's what the replacement is. He's still employed. He still writes, but he's no longer the head writer. Now, and it's a decision that should have been made a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that's gonna...
And it's the ignorance of Dixie Carter.
You think
and
that's
I don't want to go off on a rant and ramble about that.
Yeah.
But whenever I remember reading this, whenever they said that if the chain ever chance fire Russo, she's going to fire someone else.
Yeah.
That really got on my tits when she said that.
No, you fire whoever's responsible for the stupid decision that the people that you're taking the money of aren't impressed with.
You do think this is gonna? Do you think this is gonna change anything though on the show, or do you think it's still gonna run the same way?
No,
I think there are two important things to come from this. There's a long-standing theory with people who know Russo's work from the WWF as it was, that when he's got a creative filter on him, who in that case was Vince McMahon, his work can be good once it's honed a little bit to be better.
Right.
So maybe that'll happen. The other thing that's very important to come from this, for the first time, anything Russo wants to come up with now, it can be shot down.
We aren't in the meeting, so we don't know how much input Russo really does have.
I'm not saying he's responsible for every stupid thing in TNA. There's no way he is.
Yeah.
But
'Cause-
if he's responsible for even a slightest bit, as is suggested by many sources, people telling him, no, that's dumb, you're not doing that, can only be the right way to go.
Good.
This is all you need, okay? Bruce, I'm sure you're listening. Okay? This is all you have to do. Let your talent work.
Yeah.
You have such good talent on your roster. You have one of, if not the best big men. I'm telling you, I love Abyss and his in-ring work.
Yeah.
Great. Let him do his thing. You have the best division. You have Austin Aries.
Yeah, fuck it. I love Austin. We'll talk more about Austin Aries later, but Austin Aries is fucking amazing.
You have the best roster, honestly.
Yeah.
Top to bottom, all the way through.
Honestly,
Women's roster, not a question. It's the best.
I kind of... Like, right now, I really am digging WWE's roster. I'm not saying TNA's is anything, not look at, but I do think WWE has a solid fucking, group of people that can pull out awesome matches
WWE will
all the time.
always have that edge because there's just more people on the roster.
That too, yeah, that's another point.
I'm just saying, if you
TNA has a high amount of quality there.
Let your talent work.
Yeah, exactly.
You will have a very successful product.
And not even joking, not even being a smark, it's 2011. We don't want to see Hulk Hogan. Not even Hulk Hogan fans want to see Hulk Hogan anymore.
Okay, Sign Guy Dudley, you have a great point. Abyss isn't the greatest talent ever.
No. I don't think that's not what he's saying.
What he does.
Yeah, as the character Abyss, he's good. And it's enjoyable when he's Abyss and not...
After he was a face and had the board and was going crazy and hitting people and killing people, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was fucking cool because it was a crazy monster just killing people. It's fucking cool as hell.
Honestly, it amazes me that we had that big long 3-hour Q&A session about a year and a half ago, and we said basically the same sort of stuff, and it's gotten worse in the time since then.
Yeah. Don't worry, we will, Night Jumper. Don't worry, I have to fucking bring that up.
Bruce, I'm sure you're listening. So,
take that note.
This is on you.
Take that note.
You don't even have to give us credit. I know Motor City Machine Gun stole our lines before. It's okay. I don't care. We know about Suicide Bacon Pies. It's okay.
All right, so our next goes to business. FCW. Me and LT have watched FCW this week. I've been trying to get into it a lot more, but FCW, if some of you don't know, is the developmental territory of WWE, and a lot of good talent. It's a fun show to watch because it's like seeing the stars before they become stars.
Yeah, I mean I've been wanting to watch FCW for a long time for exactly that reason, to see who might one day be a big star in the WWE. The one thing I should say to you guys in the chat room, obviously FCW can be a little bit difficult to see, obviously, if you don't live in Florida.
Right.
I know it's uploaded to YouTube, but it's uploaded quite far behind schedule.
Yeah.
There are places you can go to see it, but we can't really tell you what those websites are.
Yeah.
So all I can say is I hope you guys can find those websites, even if you don't have a mortgage on a house and instead you live to rent.
Tremendous.
Even people who live to rent can do it with FCW. You can't buy FCW, but FCW to rent, maybe.
That sounds pretty extreme, LT.
Well, this extreme pro wrestling, it brings the best out in me.
Yeah. You sound like a robot right now as well.
Yes, you do.
I am WrestleTron.
Did you rent Johnny 5 for this?
But yeah, so Byron Saxton and William Regal did commentary on this show, and I was talking to LT as I was watching this.
When I saw Regal, I was like, "Fucking Regal, yes!"
Yeah, it's great. I love Regal, but what the fuck? He was out of his mind on this show, dude. I don't know what happened. It's not like he was crazy. It's just he seemed like he didn't know what he was doing. Someone just said he's drunk. It's possible. It's weird because William Regal. I'm like, oh, awesome. It's gonna be the best commentary ever.
He's actually really good at commentary.
Yeah, it's just I don't know.
For some reason, he was really off this.
Yeah,
week.
it was awkward.
Although he had one of the best fucking lines ever. He said to Byron Saxton, something like, "Oh, I hope we're not going to have a war of the wits. Your career will go down faster than a hamster on a skateboard."
And then Byron Saxton's, I don't want to talk about hamsters and skateboards. Speaking of Byron Saxton, I like that guy.
Always has been.
I like him. I hope he gets called up soon. And I'm a big fan of how his sling has like fancy shit on it every week. It's a cool addition. Now Percy Watson worked the match. Who did he work, LT? I can't remember his name.
He was facing. Oh, it was the guy who got forward in the tournament, wasn't it?
Yeah. Shit. I can't remember.
Where are my notes?
Yeah. But
I'm a big stupid idiot.
The guy in the match isn't really the point because
he was facing Leo Kruger.
Oh, that's why. Because I remember
he was a pretty good talent, Leo Kruger.
He's not awful.
The match was good. Honestly, Percy Watson, he's got a lot of potential. He's a good, speedy sort of. I won't say high flyer, but he's a good, speedy kind of wrestler.
Right. Yeah, Richie Steamboat is in FCW. The one thing I noticed about this match, and I don't know if this is how all Percy Watson matches go, but after almost every move, he said, "Oh yeah," and I understand.
Oh, yeah.
Like I know, like that's his thing, but fucking stop. It's enough. I understand. You're excited. I'm excited too, but shut the fuck up. Now, okay, the next.
It's honestly, sorry to interrupt.
No, cool.
It's not a deal better than trying to get a heel trying to get the crowd to boo by shouting, "Come on!"
Yeah, exactly. Or the face coming out,
baby.
Yeah,
coming out during his entrance, like, "Come on, baby," and doing the fist pump. Like it's like, oh, stop it. All right, the next bullet point we have here is something me and LT actually had a legit conversation about, and I seriously want everyone's opinion in the chat.
Hold on, before you ask, I'm gonna get a link ready.
Okay.
This is this week's big debate. This is the hard-hitting issue, and yes, it is an FCW, so not a lot of you will have seen it, but I do think a lot of you will have an opinion on it. So
should I put it on the screen, Slip, or what?
I was gonna post the link in the chat.
You can I'll save it real quick and I can put it on the screen.
No, it's just a picture.
I mean, it'd probably be easier for people to see though.
You understand? It's a picture of, right?
Oh yeah, well,
is it the person?
Yeah, but is it okay? Whatever. No, just fuck it. Just link it in the chat. All right.
You sure?
Yeah,
right.
Go for it.
Okay.
Is Oksana ugly? That's the big discussion here.
I
don't know.
We don't know. We just don't know. Is she ugly? Is Oksana ugly, guys?
I don't know.
What do you think?
I can't figure it out.
The thing is, right, when she had blonde hair, when she was on NXT, fucking so hard.
Where's the picture, Slip?
And I don't really go
I
for
put it
blonde
already.
chicks, okay? But when she was on... But now she's got black hair, and she's on SmackDown, and she's wearing this fucking... Like she's, I don't know, Black Widow out of Marvel Comics.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's...
She looks like so average and shitty, and her makeup's terrible.
It's
I've got a black hair picture going up.
It's weird, because it's like... I don't think she's ugly, but I don't
think she's ugly. Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's
not a good look for her. I like I say, I don't normally go for blonde chicks, but blonde looks better on her. It's like when Rosa Mendez dyed her hair. I was like, well, holy fuck, you look so different and less attractive for it.
Here it is on the screen, guys. If you don't know what Oksana looks
Rosa Mendez is still hot, but
yeah,
the fucking duck face pisses me off too. But regardless, like. I don't think she's. This is a big.
Oh God, random zoom in. Is it like the Sarah Del Rey picture all over?
I feel like it doesn't work. Like sometimes she looks like, and I don't know if butterface is the good term for it, because sometimes she looks nice, but
it looks like she's just wearing a giant shoe.
Oh my God! Everyone's yelling at me to take the picture off. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's a discussion that happened. So what's the general? I didn't really get to see. What's the general?
I think the general consensus was no.
No, she's not. Okay.
No, she's not attractive.
Oh, she's not. Oh, yeah. I thought you meant no, she's not ugly.
No, she's unattractive. Sorry.
Okay, gotcha.
Debate closed, I guess. Oksana.
Obviously, we're manly men, and we have room to say who's ugly and fucking shit.
Next week, we're gonna decide if Lenny Lane's ugly or not. All right.
All right. And then Bradley Pierce, who is that Ziggler's brother?
Yep.
Yeah, he's awkward.
It's really awkward, isn't he?
Yeah,
but
he
then
really
again,
is.
to be fair, I mean, if he's trained to be a wrestler, he's probably not trained to be an interviewer. It's two different arts. But then again,
Right.
it's just an extension of cutting promos.
Right.
So I'll train him for him, I guess.
Yeah.
And he's been given the name Briley Pierce, so what do you want him to do,
exactly.
really?
He interviews Biggie Langston, who's this big fucking dude who looks like he's made out of fucking clay, not Brodus.
Biggie Langston is going to get a WWE spot based on his looks alone.
He's
now,
monster.
that's not a critique on his in-ring stuff, because I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
He might be very good.
Yeah.
The thing is, promo-wise, what he did on the mic, God, generic. The word generic is invented for promos, such as the one Biggie Langston cut.
Yeah, I mean, he did, is he doing like a world's strongest man thing? That might get in the way, buddy.
There was no intensity at all. There was no emotion. It was just, I'm Biggie Langston. I didn't win my way into the tournament, but whoever wins the tournament, I will challenge them, because I am Biggie Langston.
He's not lying, too. That's really how it was.
Pretty much how it went down.
Yeah, it's... Oh, this is another fucking thing that I wanted to mention. And I know this has been a complaint of a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone,
Yeah.
almost everyone in FCW has black tights. Black tights. That's all they wear. Why? Why can't anyone do anything different? Like, some people have like a logo or two on theirs, but like it's all black. Besides Abraham Washington, who had white gear as I was typing that sentence, and I was pissed.
Kurt Angle mentions this in his autobiography. Actually, he mentions how back in the day, a lot of the pro wrestlers, they had very colourful attires. Obviously, Hogan wore yellow. Macho Man wore fucking crazy stuff.
Right.
And then along came Austin and Rock, and they wore black, and everyone was like, holy shit, these guys are cool.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, the young wrestlers are thinking black makes us cool, and it's become kind of a thing that everybody wears black. And it's the same on the main roster, it's the same in TNA. A lot of boring, generic shit, maybe with a logo on the back of the tights or trunks or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's dull, I'd like a bit of variety every now and then.
Yeah, I don't know if I got the... I think of them as tights. I don't know if they're called something else. Someone's saying they might be trunks. But, regardless, the whole... It's just all black, And like, it just... I understand it's probably easier to get black gear made, and, it might be a little bit cheaper.
I can think of a certain Mexican wrestler that has a lot of black gear.
Can you?
Yes.
Who's that?
N-word Cara.
Jesus.
I can't say it. You don't want me to.
Fucking damn it, we told you not
That's
to be
not how I told you to say it. That is not what I told you to say at all. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Anyway.
You're listening to lagspiketv.
talking about Sin Cara Negro, as I'm sure you guys
yes,
can figure
Sin
out.
Cara Negro, yes, is what
Yes,
it means.
negro, which is
Yes.
Spanish for black.
Yes.
Negro.
Thank you. By the way, guys, just to take a minute to say this, if you aren't following the channel already, please do. There's going to be a lot of cool shit on here. We're going to have weekly shows. This show, obviously, every week. A bunch of other cool shit. So if you haven't already, hit that follow button. But
Yes.
on to other nonsense.
I don't know if the person that controls the bots in here, the lagspike bot.
Yeah.
But if you want to hit your links, that'd be great right now.
Yeah. Now, there was a promo for the group called Ascension, which I'm fucking totally behind. I love it.
Pretty cool. It
I
was
love
creepy as fuck, but really cool.
Yeah.
The Ascension of the Ball?
I love it, dude. It's fucking... It's Ricardo Rodriguez's group, right? I think he's the leader of it.
I'm not sure. Obviously, this is the first episode, so I haven't seen any of it.
Okay,
but
yeah.
it looked. The only thing that let it down slightly
Mhm.
was the logo at the end. Looked like it was knocked up in MS Paint. That
cool...
spoiled what was an otherwise very good video promo.
It's a cool idea, though. I really like it. It's Ricardo Rodriguez being, boss motherfucker. It's awesome. And even Conor O'Brien, who's in the group, I take him like...
Well, yeah, it was him, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's who that was. Yeah, the cheese guy. Yeah, that guy.
The rat gets the cheese.
Yeah,
son.
exactly. Yeah, like that's... And that's kind of what I was thinking of for the match, but I was like, he's totally not that guy anymore. And it's like he had this new intensity to him, and it was really cool.
I'm going to post a link.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure... Is it them in black and white?
What?
The promo thing? Because
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the promo they're talking about then.
Yeah. Your
Just so
links
you guys
aren't
know.
showing up for me for some reason.
Because you're probably both signed in as NLink.
Yeah, maybe. No, not Conan O'Brien. That'd be fucking awesome, but no. It's, yeah.
I'll post it in Skype.
Who else is in it? It's Tito Colon, I believe, and there's one other guy I can't remember. And then the Guerrero girl.
Shaul.
Yeah, I think that's her name. Or whatever.
Who's not going by her real name?
Yeah, that's
As
interesting.
I understand it, some weeks she is, some weeks she isn't.
Really?
I don't really get that. Like, to me, though, she's fucking Eddie Guerrero's firstborn daughter.
Uh-huh.
You fucking capitalize the fuck out of that.
Yeah,
Because you can be
Raquel,
damn sure WWE
Raquel
gonna
Diaz.
do that.
Thank you, Smadrick. Raquel Diaz that's her name.
She has the potential, on name value alone, to be prima donna #1 diva in WWE. They should be capitalizing on it right now in FCW.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they want to hold that off. Maybe they feel like maybe that was her idea. Maybe she just wants to be her own thing.
I guess so. Yeah, maybe that's the same sort of thing as to why McGillicuddy isn't Hennig, but they always talk about how he's Hennig's kid.
Right. And then fucking Dean Ambrose. Let's talk about Dean Ambrose.
Here you go, Iron Fury.
Let's
you mentioned this earlier.
Let's talk about Dean Ambrose for an hour, because I could. Fucking awesome.
God damn.
Everything about Dean Ambrose is everything I like about wrestling. He's just it's just the little things that he does. He's like, this guy is badass, man. Like even when he was John Moxley, and I saw him at CZW.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's who it is.
Okay.
John Moxley.
Now I understand the dick sucking. You may continue.
Yeah, it's rightfully so. Moxley, Ambrose, whatever you call him. Just awesome, dude. Like, he gets it, and just the way his movements, how he talks, just everything seems to be different, and it's really cool. And the thing with him and with Rollins is awesome.
Tyler Black.
Yeah. It's really cool. Like, and they've been having a lot of good matches, man. Like, fucking stuff that I would see on a pay-per-view. Now, one thing, the Rollins Ambrose match was for to advance in this Super 8 thing, because they stripped Bo Rotunda of the Florida Heavyweight Championship because he got a lacerated kidney, I believe. I think that's what it was.
Which sounds painful as fuck.
Yeah, but speaking of painful as fuck, Rollins had
God! Oh, it's making me ill thinking about it.
a huge bruise on his fucking forearm, or it's either his shoulder or his forearm. Huge bruise, and it's taped up in the beginning of the match. Ambrose fucking beats the shit out of it and takes the tape off. And the kicker is, Rollins is on the ground, and Ambrose is digging his elbow into this huge fucking bruise. It's like, oh, stop! It was disgusting.
On an episode of Raw or SmackDown, a guy might work the arm. He might put that in an arm bar.
Yeah.
Fucking Ambrose was digging his nails in and jamming the pointy bit of his elbow in. It was fucking brutal, and you know what? It made fucking sense, and it looked great.
Exactly, and that's the thing. It was awesome. It's I'm sure you can find it. It was FCW from October 2nd.
October 2nd.
October 2nd.
Good match. And the great thing about it as well, when they announced at I think it was quite early on in the show, that was going to be the main event, Regal, genuinely, you can tell he was really excited at the prospect of seeing it. He was fucking practically dancing at the prospect of seeing those two go at it again, and you can see why. They're so great.
He actually does seem into it. Even when Ambrose debuted, Regal's like, I like this guy, and it's pretty cool that he's behind him like that. But a really good match. You guys should go out of your way to see it. Ambrose and Rollins from October 2nd, FCW.
All right.
So
there's only one other thing that I'd like to bring up from FCW.
Okay.
It's obviously part of an ongoing angle that I haven't seen the start of, but there was one match, and it was fucking brilliant. Two guys in it who both have a spot on the WWE roster. One for completely obvious reasons.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised I didn't have this on my list, actually.
But the other guy, oh my fucking god, what a heel. Okay, a little bit of backstory. Early in the show, Maxine, who for some reason is general manager of
she's been general manager for a while, I believe.
She tells Richie Steamboat he's not allowed to use his super kick in a match. If he does, he'll be disqualified. If he's disqualified, he'll be fired. He comes out to his match with a guy called Brad Maddox. Holy fuck, the guy got me right there. I'm a fan immediately. Maddox is wearing a shirt that says "Kick Me." He's wearing fucking boxing headgear, and he's drawn a friggin' bullseye on the top of it.
It's fucking
amazing.
brilliant, dude. It was brilliant. It was like, oh man, this prick. And then it was actually a good match too. And then it ended.
A good match, yeah.
It ended with Maddox trying to like use the knucks, and then the ref pulls him away, and then he flips the boxing headgear, and there's like I think there was something attached to the front of it. It might have been another pair of brass knucks. Yeah, and then the ref pulls that off, and then as the referee like turns away to like throw the boxing helmet away or whatever it's called, fucking Steamboat kicks him in the fucking head, and he 1, 2, 3. Just it was awesome. We're talking about October 2nd.
I mean, Steamboat. The fucking moment I saw him, I was like, this guy's going to be a huge babyface.
Yeah.
He's the same exact babyface, natural charisma his father has.
Mm-hmm.
You look at him, and you can't help but love the guy.
Yeah, I'm big on him. He seems like good and fun matches. The matches I've seen him have been pretty good. Yeah, he's good in the ring, and I haven't heard him talk though. But I'm willing to give him a shot. Like he reminds me of, just by his look, he reminds me of Justin Gabriel.
Thank you, Zero.
I can see where
posted
you're
a link
coming
to
from
the
there.
show.
His kind of
nice one.
even just his style makes me feel like it kind of
which actually links into my only criticism of FCW, and I mentioned this to you last night. A lot of the guys on there have shared move pools, and really, realistically, I know they're not listening to this, but I do feel as though they need to work on that, because whereas you have Seth Rollins, you have Dean Ambrose, who are obviously very experienced guys who are doing their own things. A lot of the younger guys are using a lot of the same moves, and it's like, on the one hand, Steamboat's not allowed to use a super kick, but then someone else on the show later used a super kick. It's like, what? Really?
And I kind of thought of it as just Maxine being a cunt, like just fucking over Steamboat, but I do see how that is kind of iffy.
Yeah. Oh, and the other thing as well, just before we move on from FCW, the new FCW Divas champion is Lady Burner Audrey Marie.
Yeah.
She's annoying as fuck.
Yeah, she seems annoying.
I hope you guys are looking forward to fucking Mickey James version 2.0, because holy fuck, she annoyed the piss out of me. I don't mean Mickey James in the ring. I haven't seen her in the ring.
Fucking
but
Robot
in
LT.
character, Jesus Christ.
The
Did
robot.
anyone else just hear Robot
LT, yeah. Robot LT has returned to
Okay.
bitch about Audrey Marie. It's not his mic, it's
the collective.
internet issues. Sorry, guys. I think it's funny, though. I like it when that happens.
It's like, what's the fucking last name? Audrey Marie what?
She had an interview on the show, right?
Huh?
She had an interview on that show?
Riley Pierce.
Yeah, I skipped it.
Question
Pierce
does
like, what's it like to be the new FCW Divas champ? She's like, I want to thank the FCW Universe, which number one, why?
Florida Universe.
I'm the Divas champ! Yay!
The universe of 12.
We are 12. We are 12.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I skipped that interview, so just by default, I skipped it.
Awful to watch.
All right, so let's move on. Let's move on to some news from this week as well. I know we talked earlier, but here's another thing. Colt Cabana stated in an interview during an interview that he has not heard back from WWE officials since working the 2 tryout matches. That surprises the shit out of me.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought that he would. I don't know if it's the Punk thing that's making me think this, or just in general that I feel like he would work in a WWE environment. I'm really surprised that they haven't even gotten back to him just to say no.
I haven't seen an adequate amount of Colt Cabana, but the thing is, in the midst of this huge CM Punk storyline, it's as if. I don't know, it's as if it would have made perfect sense to have him on the roster.
Yeah.
Buddying up with Punk, and they just didn't, and I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't know if there's something else. They just don't. Maybe they just don't. They really just don't feel it. Maybe they don't really. Feel
I mean, fair enough. I can kind of understand if they don't want to bring Gallows back because they've only just got rid of a guy, I guess. Right. But what's stopping them? They had Cabana before, and really, why did they feel the need to axe him?
I guess maybe they just didn't get. From what I think, I believe that he said that he don't think they got him. Understood what his character was like. I think he even was cool with saying, "I know I'm not going to be a main eventer. I just this is Colt Cabana and this is what I do." But yeah, I'm trying to think about whether or not I want to talk about TNA or not. I feel like we should. But there's nothing really to talk about there. There was a match between Gunner and Kazarian that was actually not bad. They actually had a legit cool finish. Like, Gunner just fucking worked his arm the whole time. Like, not as good as Ambrose and Rollins did with their arms shit. But he he tapped him out. I don't really like Gunner, but I can see potential there. And Kazarian just fucking. I don't think Kazarian's ever gonna go anywhere.
No.
I think he's always going to be stuck in that role of just, the guy.
The thing with Kazarian, if he'd have just listened to WWE management and cut his fucking hair, how different would his career have been?
Yeah.
Would he be buried in the mid-card? Maybe, but he's currently buried in the mid-card in TNA.
I still think it's funny that, that whole thing, he didn't sign because they wanted him to cut his hair, and then he cuts his hair in TNA.
I don't... How dumb do you have to be?
It's weird.
Here's the only thing that I care about in TNA.
Mm-hmm.
Bully Ray.
Thank you.
Yes.
I fucking agree, and I know that's surprising to say. Even for me, I'm still like, wow, I really believe that. Bully Ray is one of those guys like Mark Henry and Truth that just fucking flipped, and he's just fucking awesome now. He's a complete douchebag. I don't know if that's just how he really is or not. He's just a complete
I believe
dick.
it's just how he really is.
Yeah.
Makes it come off so
according
good.
to what I hear, yeah.
Yeah, and that might be why he's so good at it. He's just good at being a douchebag, and it's awesome. Like, he's got this whole, and he pushes the New York accent a little bit much, but it fucking works. So that whole segment with Bully Ray and Anderson happened. Anderson, I want to like Anderson. I really do. I can't.
He makes it difficult, doesn't he?
He does, because his promos are awkwardly...
Here's an Anderson promo. Asshole.
They're awkwardly unfunny, and I hate that asshole stuff. I don't like that at all.
No.
What I hate most about the asshole stuff is the pure and simple reason they're doing it is because they can do it.
Right.
Because you'll never hear them say that on WWE except for the rarest of moments. But the beautiful thing about that, the beautiful thing of dropping the word asshole on a PG show is that it has a lot more impact when it is rarely wheeled out. When you say it in every friggin' promo, it loses all impact and it sounds like a friggin' joke.
Yeah, and he tries to do like the sarcastic kind of comedy thing. And it's like, look, I'm so silly because I point out the obvious, and it's like, oh, dude, come on, just stop.
Anderson, I get the honest impression from things he himself writes on Twitter. Basically, he's a tool in real life and in kayfabe.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised by that. Because he just
I think it's custom, if we're talking about TNA, to just wish that his family dies.
Okay, alright, Jeremy Borash. Speaking of guys that I want to like, Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy, I really feel like that. Like I want to like him. I don't think he's a bad wrestler. I don't think he's the best on the mic, but I don't think he's bad. I want to like him, but just everything he does I feel like it prevents me from liking him. Like the angle they're doing in TNA is Jeff Hardy's trying to get forgiveness from everyone, and everyone's all sad about him. And then Bischoff.
How much of that is an angle, of course.
Well, yeah, that's how much. Yeah, exactly. And then Bischoff is like, I don't want you in here anymore. Go fuck yourself. And then Jeff Hardy just fucking hits him with a twist of fate, and he talked.
Twist of fate.
Yeah, twist. Well, I don't know if it's that anymore because he's a good guy now. I feel like. I do like him. I got so much more than Matt Hardy. Trust me, so much more than him.
Which is weird because I used to be so completely the opposite way. I used to think Matt Hardy was great. Couldn't give a fuck about Jeff, and now I want Jeff to get better. But Matt Hardy, I don't care if he gets better.
It's just I feel like
now I would rather watch the Jacksons.
Yeah, exactly. They're the new Hardys anyway. It's fucking
and they're not even
Young
in TNA anymore. But that's beside the point.
Right. Exactly.
The Young Bucks, Generation Me, for those of you wondering who I was talking about.
I thought you meant Michael Jackson's family.
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
It's like, I know they're fucked up, but is that really wrestling?
I just feel like if I'll get behind them and then something shitty will happen again. I'm like, oh, what the fuck. Anyone here like Crimson? I don't know. I don't even know if LT knows who he is, let alone.
I'm vaguely aware of him. I'm vaguely aware of him as a punchline, to be honest.
Yeah. Does anyone in the chat like Crimson?
It's a nice color.
I can't get behind him. I can't. They have this winning streak with him.
It's a person.
Yeah. Yes. I don't get it. If you don't know who he is, then that's probably for the best.
Chat room seems divided, but most are leaning towards no.
Yeah.
On the do you like him stakes.
Yeah.
Now, who likes Austin Aries?
Woo! Really, and like from that on, I don't really have anything else to say about Impact. I mean, there was a thing at the end where Hogan's like, "Oh, I'm retiring," and it's a big sad speech, and everyone's like, "Oh, yay, Hogan!" And then Sting comes down and is like, "Oh, fuck you, I have a video, and here you go." And then it's Bischoff and Hogan like saying, "Oh, you think those idiots will believe I'm really retiring?" Her. And then
fortunately, we don't believe it.
And then Hogan flips out and says, I want... Like, the way he did it is so silly, because he was like, "Oh, I'm so angry. Oh, I hate you, Sting. I know you want to fight me, but I don't want to fight you. But we're going to fight at Bound for Glory, and if I lose, I'll give the company to you and Dixie Carter." And then he covers his mouth as if, like, all of this just spilled out, and he couldn't prevent it. And
the dumbest thing they could have done with the Hogan angle, he signed a new contract with the company before that episode aired. So
right.
Anybody who follows the internet knew how it was going to go down. Why would you do that? Why?
It's funny because he was saying, like, that people were tweeting to him saying, "Hey, Hogan, is this for real? Because I'm driving 10 hours. Like, I don't... And I feel like that's bullshit, but if that's true and he said yes, that's fucking asshole. Like, I understand why he would, because it's an...
I can believe he did, totally.
Just on an angle, sense, I understand why he did it, but it's funny because, like, if they actually did come 10 hours and... for Hogan's last show, and then find out that it's not. Just tremendous. Speaking of that, that show was TNA's second lowest rated show of the year.
That's what happens when you promote Hogan.
Yeah, it got a
Just saying.
Got a 1.1. Second,
Bruce.
Yeah, second lowest viewers of the year.
0.01. Not as bad as we can.
The talent, Bruce.
And I'll maybe talk about
viewers. That is not a lot of people.
Yeah, and I'll maybe talk about RH getting that TV deal and in the position of providing a true alternative to WWE. We will be talking to ROH. It's just this week I didn't have it in the thing because we just want to see how long we could get this to go. But ROH is definitely in the looks for us to talk about. But since you brought it up, I like ROH, but I don't know how well it'll do on TV.
TV is such a casual audience base,
right.
And it is such a storyline base.
Yeah.
The problem is putting something like Ring of Honor on TV. It's okay in that they already have an audience. That's a good start. That's something to build off. But the problem is, like Slip says, the casual fans, they look at WWE and they look at TNA and they think that's what wrestling should be like, not just what it can be like.
I think ROH is on. I don't know. Is it on the weekend? I don't really know when it airs.
I think it's a weekend. Yeah.
I don't. Will it ever be a competition in WWE? Anything can fucking happen. But I don't really see it.
You can't say that an independent wrestling show is going to be a competitor with a global organization.
No, of course not.
No,
exactly. That is far-fetched and just absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Will it be a nice alternative? I believe was the question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Totally. I can believe that.
Absolutely, it'll be a great alternative. Because I remember, the HD Net stuff.
Right.
Fucking Chris Hero, what was it, Kenta?
Yeah.
That was a fucking amazing
match. I was at that show. That was fucking incredible. They have a lot of stuff that they can do. I feel like it'll take them... I guess with any new wrestling show trying to be put, on the spot... in the spotlight, it'll take time. Like TNA took forever to get on Spike.
Remember when TNA first started on Fox Sports Net?
They
had a scoreboard on top of the screen.
I don't even know how constant that was because I would try to watch it and it wasn't on. And then they had the shows online.
Fridays at 3:00.
They had the shows. They had their shows online too, and for a while before all the. I think that maybe it was either before or after the Fox Sports thing. But it's I don't know. Would I like for ROH to get that big? Of course. Do I see it? Not really.
No.
Sadly enough.
I see it being a nice alternative, but I don't see it, becoming a rapid thing like the UFC did when it got Spike.
Right, exactly.
That took off because it was just an actual sport, and I'm sorry to say that, wrestling.
Right. It's fine.
I get it.
We understand.
It's an actual art form, you can go out, you can train in MMA, you can get all the mixed martial arts training, and you can, understand the terminology.
Right.
It's real. It's, there's no storyline needed. Mm-hmm. Wrestling, you kind of need that driving force to make you care about what's going on.
Yeah.
And ROH can do that. Steen and Generico.
Fucking
Ring of Honor can do that.
If we're going to talk about ROH for a little bit, Kevin Steen, the man. Just
man.
Everything he's doing now, like even in PWG, everything he's doing, just fucking awesome, man. Dude. It's really like, it's really cool to see unfold. Like he's just tearing shit up. It's different, and you can really feel like you're either like, I don't even know if there's really a side. It's either like, I mean not a side. Like if he's I guess he's supposed to be a heel, but I think that like,
but he plays himself as such a face.
Right, exactly. Like people love him, but it's just. He's fucking with everybody.
kayfabe taking down the Ring of Honor forums.
Yeah, and it's still down. I think that might have been an out to just get rid of the fucking boards. Steen, he's lost a lot of weight too. Just everything about Steen right now is just awesome. Any Kevin Steen stuff, try to go out of your way to see because he's doing some pretty fucking stuff, man.
If you can watch Final Battle or any of the other shows of 2010 that had him and Generico, watch them.
I guess I shouldn't say pretty when it comes to Kevin Steen, but you know what I mean.
No.
Alright, so let's go on to the last show of our week at least. Smackdown.
Before we get into Smackdown, I got a quick question.
Okay.
Do you guys know The Enemy?
God damn it! Why is that still the song, dude? Why? Don't get me into that. Anyway, SmackDown opens with Zach and Teddy, playa, fist pump stuff. Teddy Long wearing the ugliest jacket in the fucking world.
What the hell was that shit?
I don't know. He looked
terrible.
He looked like he was like it was either a shitty version of Vince's pink stripe gimmick or he was trying to
fucking powder blue thing.
Yeah, or he was trying to bring back Kane or something, But yeah, and then
hold on, player. You're gonna go 1-on-1 with Kane.
When do you think the Undertaker's gonna return? I guess that's SmackDown related. Probably around Mania.
Survivor Series would make sense in terms of
that's when he
his character's original debut, but I'm leaning towards the road to WrestleMania.
Survivor Series.
I'm gonna check that up.
I don't remember where that is.
I'm leaning towards the road to WrestleMania, honestly.
People are thinking Vengeance he might come back.
Huh? He's the jam.
I don't know. I feel like right now would be a weird time for Undertaker to come back. Cause
see, everyone thought the same thing about what was it called? Oh, it's in Madison Square Garden. Okay, he's coming back to the Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So definitely. That makes sense then.
Okay. Also, Rock and Cena are going to be there.
Yeah, we will be covering Chikara
team.
whenever.
Yeah.
I'll talk about that in a second. We will be covering Chikara whenever a show happens the week of, I guess if you want to talk about Survivor Series real quick, the rumor has it that Rock, Punk, and Cena will be all on the same team. Why?
Yeah.
I kind of understand why, but in the sense of how all of their angles have been going, it's bad to do that. Like, Punk hates both of them. Rock, I don't know, has Rock said anything about Punk?
No, he's been quiet about Punk.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine he's very happy about it.
I mean, it's just weird.
Honestly, you know why they're on the same team? I'll tell you why, plain and simple. So they can advertise it as John Cena and The Rock on the same team for the first time and only time. There we go.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
And that's stupid and it's dumb, but I guarantee you people will buy for that reason.
Yeah. And it makes sense from as you say, an advertising standpoint, but it just seems weird to have them like that. And I'm not saying I mind. If it made sense, I guess I would like it. But maybe in the upcoming weeks when leading to Survivor Series, it will make sense. But right now, I'm like, oh, that doesn't sound good to me. Stop that.
I've heard a rumor as well that Triple H is going to be on that same team too.
Really?
Yeah, and that the team they will be opposing is going to be guys like Nash, Truth, Miz.
Ooh.
That to me makes it a lot worse.
Yeah.
Nash.
Yeah, Nash in the ring in 2011. Mm-hmm. Let's not do that, guys.
Yeah. So going back to SmackDown, one thing that me and LT have been iffy about, and I'm sure Slip will feel the same way. Opening the show with your champion. Del Rio opened the show with Sin Cara. Good match, and that's fine. I mean, and I'm not saying it's awful to always do it, but like it just seems like it happens a lot.
It's been happening a lot lately, but only with the heels. When it's been a face, when Orton or Cena are the champ, they're always in the main event.
I think I do remember Orton opening. I do remember Orton opening one SmackDown a couple months ago.
Christian was pretty much curtain jerker the whole time.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I don't know. I would think that your top guy would be
not that he had the belt for very long. But
you would think that your champion would try to be the focus of the thing. But it's weird.
One thing I want to say. Sorry to interrupt there.
No, go for it.
To go back to what we were saying earlier about this whole group of superstars, Cody Rhodes. Holy fuck.
Fucking yeah! Oh, I guess
the reaction he got, man. God damn.
Yeah, getting into that promo, Cody Rhodes, awesome. One of my favorite guys in WWE right now. And I know we've been talking to guys that just flip. Cody Rhodes. He's a guy that in Legacy, I don't know how many people liked him in Legacy, but I don't think anyone expected him to be the breakout guy. I think everyone expected Ted to be. And now, from that to dashing to grotesque undashing. Just fucking awesome. I love it, and I know sometimes I'm iffy on the way he talks, because he sounds drunk. But at the same time, I understand it fits with the character, and it kind of helps his lisp too. So it works out well.
One thing that I did pick up on when they were doing that big group promo and they were all passing the mic to one another, Cody Rhodes had what was almost kind of like the absolute slapdown of all time. He said, "We owe it all to one man," and then he might as well have just said, "And that man, Jack Swagger, is going to introduce," and then his hand swagger the mic so he can introduce Del Rio.
Oh man, that sucks.
Poor Swagger. It's up Del Rio.
Speaking of Swagger introducing him, I'm not sure how to take this because I don't think there's a real set leader to that group, but it kind of feels like they're molding Del Rio to be the front line of the front line of it, which I understand because he's champion, but in my eyes, and I kind of think it's Christian.
It's Christian.
I feel like Christian has been complaining forever now. And I feel like he has, veteran status over all of them. I feel like Christian would be the leader of that.
Definitely.
Now, if Miz and R-Truth came back,
Yeah.
do you think that they would assume a leadership role in that group? Because they were the ones who's been preaching that the entire time?
Yeah, I think so. I think that would work, yeah. That would,
I think so.
That would make the most sense, yeah. Can you remind me who's in that group? Vicky, Otunga, Swagger, Dolph, Cody, Del Rio,
Ricardo by association.
Yeah, Christian.
Is Wade Barrett in that one?
Yeah, Wade Barrett.
Oh yeah, of course.
Wade Barrett's the man as well.
Barrett's always great.
Always a big fan of Wade Barrett. So yeah, and then they did the match with Del Rio and Cara. Not a long match, but nothing awful. It was it was a good match. I like it for TV. I liked it. One thing though that was weird, there weren't the Sin Cara lights.
Yeah, I didn't notice that until way after, and then it suddenly clicked with me where were the lights?
Yeah, I don't know if they just forgot or they want to stop doing that now. It's weird. I mean, I'm glad they're gone. I much prefer them off. But it seemed weird that they just stopped it all of a sudden.
Yeah, but I loved Sin Cara Negro, if we are going to call them that,
yes.
Coming out and attacking Sin Cara Azul after the match. And I was saying to Johnny last night, the thing I was really marking out for like a moron, the Titantron and the music match.
Yeah,
just,
exactly.
They're opposites, and they work so great.
It's little things I like that make me like, oh, this is awesome. And that's why I was really disappointed with their match at the pay-per-view, because it was like, oh, I'm really into this, and it's like, oh, that's the match that happened.
And we wish it hadn't.
So earlier we said about Booker T is probably going to be on Raw. The reason being, I'll let you do this one.
My personal highlight of SmackDown this week.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can't remember exactly how the conversation was going. Basically, the commentators were discussing who was going to be at Raw. Booker T. It was during the Sin Cara Del Rio match, I believe. Actually, he was on about how he couldn't believe people walked out.
Do it in the Booker T voice.
Cole was like, "I cannot wait to jump on you for this," and like you could tell Cole was going to grab him by the balls. And then like after the match, they had a bit of a chit chat, and they were like, "Right then, Booker T, what's this about you being a fucking prick, basically?" A fucking. And he was like, "Oh, Booker, you were saying that you can't believe all these guys are walking out. You walked out." And then Booker T was like, "Oh man, I don't know. I thought the show was over and I had to go to the bathroom."
Best fucking line.
And the brilliant thing is, he stuck to that all night with the most conviction in the world. That I believe it totally.
I know, I seriously do too. Like, at the beginning, I fucking hated Booker T. I was like, "Oh, you suck." But man, I have come around to like this silly motherfucker. Like, he's fucking hilarious. Like, I love it.
And like they had a little interaction later on where Booker T was like, "Oh man, I can't wait to see what's going to happen on Monday night. Is there going to be any scabs? Who's going to cross the picket line?" And Cole just fucking rolled his eyes and pointed his thumb at Booker T.
Yeah, we talk about SmackDown's shitty theme, and on the same subject as theme songs, Air Boom got a new song. We didn't really get to hear it though because it got interrupted by Swagger and Dolph. But I'm glad that they finally got a new fucking song. That last one was awful.
Yeah.
And speaking of awesome theme songs, there's a lot of good ones in WWE nowadays that aren't just made by production. There's actually like legit songs, and I'm glad about that. Like
even though a lot of them are by the same guys.
Right, yeah.
Because they're all obviously very talented musicians.
I wonder if Air Booms is done by Downstate.
Yeah, yes. I can't wait until it's World Downstate Entertainment. When everyone's seen by them.
Yeah, seriously. Other nonsense, nothing really. Big Show then comes out, his big return. Oh, sorry, I was talking about entrances real quick. Someone, Night Jumper says, the Usos finally got Pyro to go off after their dance on NXT. Usos' entrance is awesome. I'm a big fan of that. I like their whole deal there.
I'm so warm into the Usos lately.
Yeah, I'm totally behind that whole deal. And their entrance works. It's different. It's cool. I like it. I'm a fan. So Big Show does his big return. Comes the ring, all fucking running the ropes.
Good pop as well.
Yeah, it was a nice pop. Unless canned. I don't know how much, but I would assume that was a legit one because some people do seem to like the Big Show. He fucking runs the ropes. I thought they were gonna fucking break. I would have died laughing if that happened. Just ridiculous. And then he cuts this promo. It made sense, it wasn't bad or anything. And then, but halfway into it, he starts starting to cry, and I'm like,
crying, yeah.
Wait, I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, and then he makes a reference that because of what Mark Henry did, he couldn't put on his pants, and he's crying about not being able to put his pants on. And it's just the weirdest sight to me. Really, this is the complaint? You're in your house.
I had this mental image of Big Show with one leg in his trousers, and the other foot, and he can't quite get it in, and then he's just like, I can't go back to my pants.
And then Mark Henry comes down, awesome motherfucker, and just shits on. He forgot the name of his title at one point, I think, though. I think Mark Henry went to say something about the World Heavyweight title and forgot what the name of the belt was, but regardless. And then so is that good? That's probably going to be a pay-per-view match, right? I would assume.
Yes, which is stupid because the last one they had on pay-per-view was fucking abysmal.
Yeah.
Big Show versus Henry at, what was that? Was that Money in the Bank?
That was Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank. Oh my god, that match was the drizzling shit.
That was, it was
That's
awkward.
why, the month after, when Sheamus and Henry had such a great match, it blew my mind.
Yeah.
Because I'd just seen that one the month previous.
Exactly. It's weird.
I don't want to pay to see that. In fact, I'm not going to be because Vengeance is free in the UK. I wouldn't pay to see that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they'll have a better match this time. Who knows? Maybe they'll just straight up just fucking punch the shit out of each other for 10 minutes.
They're going to have to stick a gimmick on it.
Yeah?
Oh, no one want to buy it, I don't think. Whether they just do, Extreme Rules or False Count Anywhere or something.
Yeah.
They've got to do something to make me give a shit about seeing it.
Yeah. No, Jesse says, I guess Big Show cried because Henry took away his ability to do things he enjoys, and that's understandable. I enjoy putting on my pants,
I
too.
enjoy putting on my pants.
But it was the sight of it, out of context. Like, if someone walked in my room at the time and saw Big Show crying about his pants, they would be like, what the hell is going on? Body slam match. Oh, Jesus. I skipped Zeke and Jinder Mahal.
Honestly, for the shit Zeke did in it, you didn't ought to have done it. I was genuinely amused.
What happened?
Mahal was cutting a promo in Indian, which is like, why? Because nobody can understand it, but whatever. And then
Canadian.
Zeke came out. Zeke came out, got in the ring. He was all smiley.
Of course.
I don't want to say what we say in private.
Yeah, please don't. Please don't.
He got in the ring, looked Jinder Mahal in the eyes, put his finger to his lips, and just went, shh. And then proceeded to beat the holy piss out of him. Makes him job the fuck out. And then gets out of the ring, gets the microphone, leans over him and says, I told you. Shh.
That's awesome. And then he just beat the fuck out of him.
And then he just left.
Oh, really? They
Left him dead in the middle of the ring.
That's awesome. Did Mahal get any offense, or did he just get fucked?
Very little. He did get out of the torture rack once, but it didn't take Zeke long to get him back in it. I think there must have been at least 7 scoop slams in the match.
Damn.
And I'm not saying that to overstate it.
No, because someone in the chat just said it was 7 too. Yeah, that's. I like Zeke.
I like Zeke. If you take him for what he is, it's very difficult to dislike.
I agree
him.
with Iron Fury about the Last Man Standing thing. If that's not about Mark Henry and Big Show, then that's what I'm taking it as.
Last man with pants on.
I think, but yeah, I like Zeke. I want him to stop being Happy McSmiley Face. I want him to kill people.
Yeah, because that's what we call him.
Exactly. Well, I gotta dumb it down a little bit. But yeah, good.
The thing with Zeke is, like, if you watch him and you expect him to pull out a 5-star classic, you are stupid.
Right.
But if you go in there thinking, this guy's huge, he's gonna wreck some shit,
right,
you can enjoy it.
Right, exactly. Like, I want to see him.
Zeke.
Exactly. I want to see him fuck shit up, and that's what I like.
He does it well.
He hasn't really been doing much lately, has he?
It's not about doing a lot of things. It's about doing a few things very well, and Zeke is great at that.
Right. I mean, he does, as Illumined One said, he only does, like, this clotheslines and scoop slams. That'd be nice if, if he burps. That'd be nice. He should add that to his moveset. And then...
Just to disorientate his foot.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, he's like, burp in their face. Yeah, burp in their face and then torture rag.
I burp in the face of people who don't want to be tortured.
And then, after that, they did the tag main event, Sheamus Orton versus...
Straight up tag team match.
Cody Christian, was that who it was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nothing major to say there. It wasn't. I don't think it was bad. It was good. Nothing really notable.
But I just didn't care about it.
Right, exactly.
And the awful thing is, when I don't care about seeing Sheamus and Cody and Christian, that is the power of Randy Orton.
But that's the thing. Like, I have been on this whole I don't like Randy Orton thing too. But he has been having a lot of good matches lately, I think.
The thing with Orton is great when Orton wants to be great.
Yeah. Exactly.
When he's just being Randy Orton, wrestling your average
Orton
free match on TV. Yeah, Randy Orton.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like he's so boring, and I don't care.
Right.
He's so... There have been 2 points in Orton's career where I've marked the fuck out for him. When he was the Legend Killer, awesome. When he was just going fucking crazy and he punted Vince in the head, God, he was so
That was
good.
fucking cool as hell.
And like when he's out of character, when he's doing non-kayfabe interviews, he is so cool, and he's got so much charisma, and he's funny.
Yeah.
And he never, ever, 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 ever shows that on TV or on pay-per-view, and it sucks.
Yeah, I know, seriously. And now, what do you think of Cody Rhodes bringing back the classic IC design as Night Jumper? I fucking love it. I know LT doesn't like the belt, though.
I don't hate it. It's just I prefer the design of the one from the Attitude Era or from the contemporary design.
Yeah.
Well, you're wrong. I love it.
You're wrong, and you have to like it.
Yes.
And it's like people
you,
say.
you only get a vote in the European Championship. That's the way it works.
Things though, I don't particularly care for the belt, but it looks good on Cody.
Yeah, like
There
so
you go.
you like that he brought it back then?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
It's like when people say, "Oh, the Winged Eagle belt is the best belt ever." Number one, no.
No.
Number two, it's not even the second best belt
Right.
ever. So
Yeah.
So this isn't on the script, but I kind of thought it'd be an idea.
Okay.
How'd you guys like some This Week in Wrestling History?
Go for it. Let's see what
This is
happened.
going to run from October 3rd through October 9th. This is going to cover mostly birthdays and deaths,
All right.
sadly.
If there's any events, then let us know. But
Yeah, I will.
okay.
Starting on Monday, the 3rd, Linda McMahon and John Morrison were born.
Oh.
Separate years, of course.
Two bad things. No, I'm kidding.
only one of them jobbed on Raw.
Well, Linda got tombstoned on Raw once.
That's true. She did. I remember that. And her head was like 2 feet from the
Yeah,
fucking
it
floor.
was, but
It was
it-
like, "Shit! Don't
I
kill your
know.
boss! Don't kill your boss!"
Yeah, but you would think they would have, Homer says at the same time they were born.
1948 for Linda, 1979 for Morrison.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right.
What's next?
October 4th, 1973, Abyss was born.
Okay. Good shit.
All right, now we're going to kind of get into the depressing news.
Uh-oh.
October 5th, 1997, Brian Pillman tragically did pass away.
Oh, wow. That was. Holy shit.
October 5th, 1997.
Wow. Fucking.
Octo-
I just want to take a second. If anyone hasn't seen the Brian Pillman DVD, please do. It'll. Like if you haven't seen Pillman, if you really don't know who he is, the DVD is amazing and it shows you why, like, you should be sad that he fucking was gone so soon. Like, he was like, the shit Punk is doing now or was doing. That was Brian Pillman. He was doing it way before everyone else. Before it was cool to be shooty. He was. I respect you, Booker Man, with Kevin Sullivan, and then fucking left to WWE. It was just fucking awesome, and it's really a shame that he like. It was taken away, that he could have done so much cool shit,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, go ahead.
2 years later, the same day, October 5th, 1999, Gorilla Monsoon passed away.
Wow, damn, that's a good day. Monsoon was awesome, man. Fucking
Yeah, definitely.
quick on his feet. Him and Heenan, fucking awesome team, man.
I mean, it can't be overstated. It just can't. Monsoon and Heenan laid the groundwork for every face-heel pairing of commentators in wrestling today.
Right. It's
So-
they were awesome, man. Yeah, exactly. Will you stop? Exactly. What's next?
Going back to 97, the same day as Pillman, it was the very first Hell in a Cell match.
Wow.
Shawn
Wow,
Michaels
nice.
against The Undertaker.
Yeah,
That was Bad
was-
Blood. The debut of Kane, actually, as well.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
fucking.
That's gotta be Kane.
That's yeah. That's historic in its own. Go ahead.
October 5th, 2002,
Mhm.
the first Glory by Honor was held by Ring of Honor.
Really? Okay.
The main event was Chris Daniels against Doug Williams.
That sounds bad.
No, it doesn't.
Come on, you English bastard. Doug Williams sucks.
October 6th.
No, he's not. I want to point out I like Doug Williams. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
October 6th, Barry Darso was born.
Oh, okay.
And that was 1959. October 6th, 1964, Dixie Carter was born.
Oh,
Why?
Yeah.
how?
Yeah.
Good.
October 7th, 1975. Some New Legacy fans would definitely know. Rhino was born.
Ah.
October
and
7th.
Since then, he was sucking a dick.
Yeah.
That's pedophile.
Yeah.
That's pedophile
October
written on.
7th, 1976, 1 year later, Antonio Inoki defeated Andre the Giant
Wow.
in Tokyo, Japan.
Wow. I haven't seen that, but that actually does like how did it? Is there a time on it? How long
This
it went?
says October 7th, 1976, Antonio defeats Andre the Giant
Okay.
in Tokyo, Japan.
Okay. And one more day, or
I got a couple more.
okay, go for it.
I don't know this one, so
Okay.
this one's kind of a little out for me.
Okay.
October 7th, 2001, gentleman Chris Adams. I don't know who that is.
I feel like I've heard that name.
I
He was
know the
he was
name.
fatally shot in the chest during a drunken brawl with friends at a
Jesus.
Texas home.
Jesus. Why do I know that? Does that was that his gimmick name?
It just says in quotations "gentleman" and then Chris Adams.
Okay. I don't really. Anyone in the chat wanna?
He wrestled in WCW.
USWA wrestler. Austin's trainer? Is that true?
I had no idea.
That seems to ring a bell, actually.
He was a big deal in the 70s. Okay.
October 8th,
WCCW. Okay.
October 8th, which is today, The Miz was born. So
awesome!
It is The Miz's birthday.
Awesome.
Orsham.
And last one, October 9th, 1967, the late and the great Eddie Guerrero was born.
Wow.
Still miss him.
Yeah, man.
And that is your week in wrestling.
Oh, there we go.
history.
And I believe, I believe with that, I think we can wrap this shit up.
I agree.
Any questions from the chat? Want to have us do real quick? And what is your opinion on Brodus Clay and his promos this week on Raw and SmackDown? I like Brodus.
I like Brodus.
And whatever they do, I just hope they don't fucking have him come back and then get fired.
Where do you think Eddie would be now if he were alive?
He'd still be in WWE.
That comes from 13.
I still think he'd be in WWE.
I hope he'd be in WWE, and I hope he'd still be at the top of WWE.
Yeah.
But it's difficult to speculate because the business is very fickle.
Yeah.
We don't have any WWE 12 news right now, so we really can't talk about it.
It's gonna be awesome.
Johnny, your thoughts on Wrestling Revolution Project and Resistance Pro?
Wrestling Revolution Project looks really interesting because that seems more like a real TV show and not just wrestling. Resistance Pro might be cool. It's
Raven and Raven.
Yeah, it's a weird cast of characters, but any promotion is a good promotion, I guess. If
That
it doesn't
was from
suck.
V. Brian J. How about Ziphang01? Who will face Undertaker for the streak at WrestleMania? Any early thoughts?
Things have changed so much storyline wise over the last several months. It's difficult to say at this point. It may be too early to call it. Triple H would be too obvious, and it doesn't work anymore in terms of where his character's gone.
Yeah.
Cena has a match. Punk is likely going to be facing somebody else. Maybe wink, wink, Austin.
It's going to be Mordecai. I mean, years now.
Regardless of who it is, I don't want them to win.
Okay.
No.
Braylon, 17. What is your opinion on Mason Ryan?
He's still got a long way to go.
Yeah, I think there's something there. Like when he killed Dolph Ziggler when he turned face, that was cool. But I don't know.
If Mason Ryan goes the same way as Batista did, because Batista sucked shit when he came into WWE.
Oh yeah.
But he got good in the ring, and he developed his character so much as well towards the end there. If Mason Ryan can do that, I might like him. Right now, don't really care for the guy.
Yeah.
XXX Chris Jericho XXX. If you could choose someone to come back to the WWE, who would it be? I'm assuming living people.
The first name that popped into my mind, and then I kind of took it back, but I'll just say it: Kurt Angle. I don't know if he's in the right state of mind. He seems like he is on all the drugs. I was trying to filter that in a way that didn't sound shitty, but he seems like he seems doped out all the time. I don't know.
If not Angle, for me, a toss-up between Foley being Foley, not necessarily being in the ring, because I know it's a little bit beyond him right now, or...
We have some Batistas in the crowd.
Batista, yeah. I might say Batista.
The Brian J says, did anyone hear that they're doing Regal versus Ambrose next week at FCW?
Really?
That's what he's saying.
I want to see that.
But I'm going to watch the shit out of that, so...
Okay, well, that was just kind of letting you know that.
There's one question that's been popping up a lot from various people throughout the night, in fact. I take it you guys have seen this. What do you think to fucking Hogan's video game?
I don't fucking...
No, it's Kinect's game.
It looks like crap. I saw a video on it. It looks stupid, and I would not...
Kinect is shovelware. You people are silly and stupid for buying it. There are no games on there. If you have bought a Kinect at full price, you are dumb. Don't be dumb.
Don't be mean.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not being mean. It's just I don't like it when people do dumb things. And our fans should not do dumb things.
All right, let's.
And it looks like a
hold on.
piece of
One last question.
Yeah, let's
this
get one
one's
more.
from Jesse Stevens.
Okay.
In an interview with Ricardo with the Ascension on an episode of FCW, Ricardo revealed that he doesn't work for Alberto. Alberto works for him. If this does get carried over the TV, do you think this will lead to an Alberto face turn in a feud with the Ascension?
Wow, I didn't even know that. That would be cool as fuck. I would love to see that. I'd love to see not only what Ricardo can do in that kind of role, but what Del Rio could do as a face. That'd be really cool.
Next week, Bound for Glory is going to be on Sunday. I'm assuming we're going to do our picks the day before.
Yeah, we'll have some shit about that.
We'll cover Bound for Glory. We'll have the Week in Wrestling.
Yes, sir.
This Week in Wrestling History. I think I'm going to keep doing that.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. That's a good idea.
We'll keep it. I'll watch another episode of NXT and Superstars.
To save us from doing it.
Thank you, Slip. We appreciate it.
I sacrifice for you people.
Yes.
But I think that's going to wrap it up.
All right.
Nice 2-hour show.
And if you haven't already, guys, follow the channel. We'll be doing this every week, so follow the channel. And
as per, I'd like you guys to follow the channel, highlight anything you like, go back on our YouTube, watch all our past videos, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter.
Hang up on it right now.
Wait, we don't have t-shirts. And until next time, keep dancing.
all right, guys, have a good one.
Wait. Hold on. Before we go out, there's another song I sent you earlier, and I think we ought to play it as a goodbye song.
I didn't finish saving it, but I can get the I can get the YouTube one of it.
Oh, I think you should.
All right.
I really think